Yesterday, something seismic shook the foundations of robotics, and unless you were deep diving into Google News, you probably missed it. What if I told you robots just got brains, real brains, right on board? No Wi-Fi. No servers. No waiting. Google DeepMind just released Gemini Robotics On-Device. And trust me, this isn't just another AI update. This is the moment when robots unshackle themselves from the cloud. This is AI stepping into the physical world without training wheels. Gemini Robotics On-Device doesn't need internet access. It doesn't check in with the cloud every time it needs to make a decision. It thinks in real time, right next to you, right in your kitchen, warehouse, or space station. Let's put it this way, it's the difference between calling your friend for advice and having your friend right there solving the problem with you. In this video, we're going deep. You'll learn why this new model is a massive leap forward, how it pulls off complex physical tasks with barely any training, why it could threaten entire industries, or empower them, and how you could get hands-on with this tech sooner than you think. If you care about technology, the future of work, or simply want to keep up with what's about to change your life, this is the moment to lock in. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this seemingly quiet update might go down in history as the day robots started thinking for themselves. Let's crack open this new brain. Section 1, On-Device Power. So, what exactly is Gemini Robotics On-Device? In plain English, it's a robot brain that lives inside the robot. No cloud. No delay. No excuse. Instead of sending commands back and forth to a massive data center, the robot processes everything locally. That means it doesn't wait. It acts. This leap was only possible because Google DeepMind engineers got ruthlessly efficient. They trimmed the neural net architecture to run on compact dual-ARM processors, and even optimized it for embedded GPU boards you'd typically find in mobile manipulators. We're talking AI on a chip. And it isn't just smart, it's fast. While old systems had latency in the hundreds of milliseconds, Gemini On-Device slashes that down to mere tens. Imagine this, a robot is pouring hot coffee into a mug. Someone nudges the table. The robot sees the cup shift. It adapts, instantly. No coffee on the floor. No lawsuit. No cloud round trip. Just smooth, smart action. And the numbers? Stellar. DeepMind benchmarked this tech against their own cloud hybrid system and the best purely local models. The results, Gemini On-Device nearly matched the hybrid in accuracy and crushed the older on-device benchmarks. Even with unseen objects. Even with weird lighting. Even with multi-step tasks that would trip up most humans on a Monday morning. It's like putting an F1 engine into a bicycle and finding out it can win the race. Section 2, Real-World Mastery. So we've got brains on board. But what can they do? Well, fold laundry, pour dressing into a narrow-necked container, unzip a soft lunchbox, sort tiny cards. And they do it with a kind of finesse that feels almost human. These aren't scripted movements. The robot didn't spend months memorizing commands. Gemini On-Device learned from just 50 to 100 examples. That's shockingly low. Why does this matter? Because training robots the old way is painfully slow. Hours of teleoperation. Thousands of demo recordings. Costly simulation time. Gemini throws that all out. It's lean, it's fast, and it learns from minimal data, kind of like your toddler figuring out how to stack blocks, but without the sticky fingers. Google trained this tech on their internal Aloha robots, then ported it, unchanged, to other machines. The same weights, different hardware. No full retraining. One demo shows a Franca arm tensioning a belt in a drive system. Another shows the Apollo humanoid picking up unknown objects and placing them into a pouch like it had practiced the trick 100 times. It hadn't. It had just seen enough. This is the real magic, transferability. Gemini On-Device is starting to act like a universal brain for robots. Different joints? Different limbs? No problem. And that means we are inching toward a future where you train once, and deploy anywhere. Section 3, Industry-Ready and Developer-Friendly. Now, this tech isn't just locked in Google's vault. They're rolling it out via a trusted tester program. Developers can sign up and get their hands on the Gemini Robotics SDK, complete with MojoCo simulation scenes, real robot interfaces, and detailed deployment scripts. Translation: if you've got a robot and a weekend, you can teach it. Fine-tuning is fully supported, which means you can record 30 to 50 examples of your specific task, whether it's frosting cupcakes or assembling circuit boards. Run optimization locally, and have the model adapted to your workflow. And because everything runs locally, there's no monthly cloud bill. That alone is a game changer. Security? Covered. Google bakes in multiple safety layers, including semantic filters to prevent dangerous commands, torque and velocity checks at the hardware level, a new semantic benchmark that stress tests confusing instructions. This isn't just responsible AI. It's practical AI. And the docs? Surprisingly human-readable. They walk you through converting demos, setting up your dev environment, and deploying to real-world robots. Even a mid-level developer could start building production-grade robotic applications without a PhD in control theory. It's like the iPhone moment for robotics devs. Section 4: Why this changes everything. Let's zoom out. Gemini Robotics On-Device isn't just a neat party trick. It's a massive shift in how we build, train, and deploy intelligent machines. Factories, fulfillment centers, disaster zones, hospitals, even space missions. Places where latency kills productivity. Where Wi-Fi is weak or forbidden. Where adaptability is the difference between downtime and delivery. By taking the brain offline, Google has lowered costs, slashed training time, and reduced risk. And for companies trying to adopt AI but terrified of data breaches or server outages, this is the solution. You control the data. You control the model. No middleman. As embedded chips evolve, from NVIDIA's Orin to Qualcomm's AI SoCs, Gemini will only get smaller, faster, more capable. Which means the next wave of robotics could be cheaper to build, easier to deploy, safer to operate, and smarter than ever. This opens up use cases we've barely scratched. Precision food prep bots in kitchens. Smart manufacturing arms on oil rigs. Mobile assistants in elder care homes. DIY bots built by you with off-the-shelf kits. The cliffhanger? Google isn't done. Gemini Robotics On-Device is labeled a starter model. And yet, it's already near production grade. Imagine what Gemini 3.0 or 4.0 will bring. Maybe robots that don't just obey, but collaborate, react, communicate, maybe even improvise. OUTRO. We're standing at the edge of a robotics revolution. And like all revolutions, the first movers win big. So, what will you do with this? Whether you're a developer, a manager, or just an everyday tech lover, Gemini Robotics On-Device is your invitation to the future. But don't wait. Google is only letting in early adopters through their trusted tester program for now. You can sign up, start exploring, and even run your own experiments. Think of it as your backstage pass to the most advanced robot brains on the planet. And here's the kicker. The tools, the code, the simulations, they're all built to get you building. You don't need a robotics lab. You don't need a supercomputer. You just need curiosity. Because in 5 years, you won't just see robots doing cool stuff on YouTube. You'll be building them, training them, teaching them to do your laundry or pilot your drone or fix that annoying leaky faucet. The future isn't coming. It's here. And it just went offline. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the subscribe button and share it with someone who still thinks robots are just sci-fi. They deserve to know what's really going on. Catch you in the next one.